Aloha Kia presents Ohana Road, Hawaii's award-winning automotive TV magazine. Featuring all the latest and greatest cars, vans, and SUVs coming your way. Visit with celebrity car enthusiasts. A look at fabulous classics and cars of tomorrow. Go cruising with local cars and stars. With your hosts, Jordan Segundo and Rachel Picaro.
Aloha and welcome to Ohana Road, Hawaii's favorite TV show about the world of cars. I'm Jordan Segundo.
And I'm Rachel Picaro, and we're excited to bring you a fast-paced show of cool car information, classic cars, and car people.
So whether you're a car enthusiast or not, join us as we take you on an unforgettable joyride down Ohana Road. This week on Ohana Road, we shine our new car spotlight on two spectacular 2011 models from the hottest car maker on the planet, Kia.
On Cars and Stars, we visit with Hawaii's favorite son, the lovable Jim Neighbors.
And on Car Mania, we take you out to Kapolei, where Rachel and I take to the track in 50-mile-per-hour electric racing carts.
Then on Concepts and Classics, something you'll have to see to believe, a flying car.
All that and more, plus a bunch of Maloney.
So hang in.
And hang on, because we're zooming down Ohana Road right after this.
Here we go, here we go! You can get with this, or you can get with that. The all-new Kia Soul, starting at $159 a month. Get with this, Aloha Kia. Do-da-dippity.
Wet outside, keep it dry inside with Wet Okole. Wet Okole, 660 Ala Moana Boulevard.
Welcome back to Ohana Road. In our new car spotlight, we'll highlight the latest features and trends in the newest models from the hot-selling Korean car maker, Kia. Kia is an automotive icon with a mission to produce the best vehicles exhibiting superior technology, quality, and value. This week, we showcase the new and improved 2011 Kia Optima, a car that will surprise you in many ways. The newly designed and engineered Kia Optima is not your average mid-size sedan. Daring and dashing, the Optima ranks as one of the most stylish vehicles on the road. With its sleek and elegant design, it's a car that is sure to make everybody look twice. This 5-passenger sedan is also matched by an equally appealing interior with features and options that don't disappoint, including Bluetooth connectivity and various power-operated amenities. The new Optima is also super safe, earning a 5-star overall crash safety rating and the top safety pick award by the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety. On the road, the Optima is just as impressive. The base model features a 200 horsepower 2.4-liter 4-cylinder engine mated to either a 6-speed manual or 6-speed automatic transmission. For even more power, there's the Optima Turbo, sporting 274 horsepower. And whether you choose manual or automatic, the Optima has a stellar EPA rating of 24 miles per gallon in the city and 35 on the highway, reminding us once again that the Kia Optima is not your average midsize sedan.
So with its smooth performance, sleek style, and classy refinement, the Optima Turbo is perfect for those looking for that head-turning ride. And now here's Jordan with this week's Cars and Stars.
Thanks, Rachel. Well, before the start of most sporting events, we're often treated to a rousing rendition of our national anthem or other patriotic songs. A well-known or sometimes unknown singer will get our juices flowing with an impressive or sometimes not so impressive musical number. But no matter how it's performed, it's always the right way to kick off any big sporting event. And so it's my pleasure to share with you a clip of our good friend Jim Neighbors as he performs back home in Indiana to signal the start of the largest attended sporting event, the annual Indianapolis 500-mile race. That's this week's Cars and Stars.
They say in spring, a young man's thoughts turn to love. If you're a gearhead, your thoughts turn to the start of the auto racing season. And auto racing means the Indy 500, and to me that means Hawaii's favorite citizen, Jim Neighbors. Let's look.
Here to perform, back home again in Indiana, it's our good friend, Mr. Jim Neighbors. Back home again in Indiana, and it seems that I can see the dreaming candlelight.
Car bug, Bill Hara, that's how that started.
Bill was my mentor, Bill Hara, and he was an auto guy. Bill used to invite me to the race every year, and of course, if I was free, so I took him up on it. I said, "Oh, sure, I'd love to go," and so we flew back. And he had seats right on the start-finish line, just in the crowd there. You know, it's before they had suites, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So we were just sitting there, and so we're having sandwiches and eating. And Mr. Hullman, who owns the track, and he recognized me, and he said, "Hey," I said, "Yeah, welcome." You know, I says, "Thank you, thank you." He says, "Would you like to sing the song?" I automatically thought the Star Spangled Banner, and I said, "Well, okay." And so I got up, and Bill said, "Yeah." So I got up, and I went under the track, and he introduced me to the leader of the Purdue band. And I said, "What key you guys do this in?" And he says, "Well, we only got one key." And I said, "No, Star Spangled Banner's got two keys." He said, "Well, you're not singing that." And I said, "What am I singing?" You know, it's 500,000 people.
And who's got the lyrics?
He said, "Well, you're singing Back Home Again in Indiana." And I went, "Well, I'm from Alabama." He started laughing. He said, "Well, do you know the song?" I said, "Well, yeah, I know the tune. I know a little bit of it." And so I wrote the lyrics, you know, no rehearsal, no anything, you know, in front of all those hundreds of thousands of people. And I wrote the lyrics on my hand and didn't know what the intro was, and it's pretty stupid, but I went out there like I knew what I was doing, start singing Back Home Again. You know, and of course now 35 or whatever years later, I'm still doing it.
The new mown hay sends out its fragrance through the fields I used to roam. When I dream about the moonlight on the Wabash, how I long for my Indiana home.
Kia Sportage. Standard Bluetooth, sleek design, $199, no offset. Aloha Kia. Do da tippity.
Wet outside, keep it dry inside with Wet Okole. Wet Okole, 660 Ala Moana Boulevard.
you next week, man.
You don't have to be a pro to love the game. The Kia Optima, official vehicle of the NBA.
Here we go, here we go! You can get with this, or you can get with that. The all-new Kia Soul, starting at $159 a month. Get with this, Aloha Kia. Do da dippity.
Rachel and I have known each other for a while now, and we have a friendly competition going on about who's the better driver.
So Jordan and I put our skills to the test and went indoor electric kart racing out in Kapolei.
We are here at the Podium Raceway track in Kapolei for some indoor electric kart racing,
where Jordan and I will go head to head to settle the score once and for all.
Let's do this. Well, before Rachel and I hit the tracks, let's find out a little bit more about Podium Raceway with one of its owners, Neil Satsui.
It is an adrenaline rush. My hands are shaking after every race. I've raced 70, 80 races, and it never gets old. My hands are shaking after a race. It takes about a half hour for me to come down. The adrenaline is that intense. Here at Podium Raceway, our karts are electric, which gives it instant power, 0 to 45 in like 3 seconds flat. It's a quarter-mile track, and each race consists of 14 laps. It's not a position race, it's a time race. So what you try to do is get your fastest lap time. So it's just like driving on a street. You don't want to bump into the barriers or into other carts. Our priority here is safety. It's fun for the whole family. We have junior karts available, as well as most of our clients are adults. They're fast and a lot of fun. You know, we have guys that come here for the first time, and once they get the bug in them, we've got guys that come almost every day. It's insane. They're trying to break that 20-second lap time.
My best lap time is around 23 seconds.
My highest score so far is 22 seconds a lap.
I want to get it to 20 seconds.
We just got the lowdown on the safety briefing and flag system. What's most important to me is this line right here, the finish line. It's gonna electronically record me beating Jordan today. Race is about to start, and after 14 laps, we'll know the truth. Thought I told you, Jordan. Leave the driving to me. You just stick to your singing.
Even though you won, in the beginning we were a little bit nervous because you were hitting the barriers, and you know, it's scary. Some people, they freeze up, and you don't know at any moment someone's gonna like full throttle gas and into the barriers. So you were on the edge there.
What a rush!
I know, my blood is still pumping. But he did say you were on the edge.
Well, that's how I live.
I just hope you don't drive like that on the freeway.
Here we go, the Kia Optima, the only sedan in its class with leather seats and 200 horsepower. $199 a month. The choice is yours. This or that. Aloha Kia. Do da dippity.
And now it's time for our new car spotlight as we feature another sleek 2011 model from Kia. This new Kia hatchback delivers an unbeatable mix of style, performance, and innovative features. Here's the new 2011 Forte 5-door. With solid handling and a spacious interior, the Kia Forte 5-door packs a lot of action for a surprisingly low price. Starting at just under $15,000, this appealing hatchback has a lot to offer.
like more interior space that includes generous headroom and a back seat with plenty of space for 2 adults or 3 kids. The Forte 5 also has 19.4 cubic feet of cargo space and comes jam-packed with a wide range of standard extras, including Sirius satellite radio, steering wheel controls, and voice activation. Forte 5 shoppers have a choice of 2 different engines, a 2-liter 4-cylinder or a 2.4. Both can be mated to either a 6-speed manual or a 6-speed automatic transmission. All safety features are standard in the Forte 5-door, backed by Kia's industry-leading 10-year or 100,000-mile warranty, making this car one of the safer small cars on the road. So if you're looking for a car that hits all the right notes, the Kia Forte 5-door will surely have you singing its praise.
Wow, a fun, stylish, and practical car? What more could you ask for? Visit Aloha Kia for more information on this great car. Now don't go anywhere. There's more Ohana Road coming up.
This place makes the Bermuda Triangle look like a kiddie pool. They say out here is where the ocean burns. We're here, right where you paid me to bring you. Question is, why?
I'm looking for a car.
Look out, ladies. Mater's fitting to get funky.
How'd you like to come and see the world with me?
You mean it?
International passengers must drive through security.
The World Grand Prix. 3 races, 2 continents, but only 1 winner.
Ka-chow!
There's an American liaison under deep cover.
No mo, arigato.
These Americans are clearly master spies.
Oh, you've got to be joking.
Lightning McQueen cannot win the race.
Instead of saying ka-chow, he's gonna go kaboom!
McQueen needs your help, Mater. You ready?
Is the Pope Mobile Catholic?
No one can stop us. Friendships can be dangerous in our line of work, Mater.
Mater!
I'm sticking by you the way you always stick by me! It's the American spy!
He's getting away! Excuse me, leaking oil. Sorry, ladies. Whoa, wait. Oh. Hey, that tickles.
Here we go, here we go! You can get with this, or you can get with that. The all-new Kia Soul, starting at $159 a month. Get with this, Aloha Kia. Do-da-dippity.
Welcome back to Ohana Road. There's a group of young engineers from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, or as most call it, MIT, that had a vision of creating a practical car that could fly. Well, with a lot of hard work and perseverance, they created that flying car. Here is this week's Concepts and Classics with The Transition, Terufujia's creation of a flying car.
The idea of combining the automobile with the airplane is no longer a fantasy.
What do you think of that, huh?
I gotta tell you something, that's pretty cool.
Celebrated by news media around the world as the modern-day flying car, the Transition represents a safer and more practical approach to personal air travel.
Aircraft have looked essentially the same for the past 50 years. Transition really is the next step in the evolution of aircraft.
The Transition can convert between flying and driving almost instantly. You just get in the cockpit, push a couple buttons, and the wings fold up.
Although it has been dubbed a flying car, the Transition is really an airplane that can legally and safely be driven on roads and highways and parked in your single-car garage.
The beauty of this design is really how simple it is. With four-wheel independent suspension, a wide track, a long wheelbase, and a relatively low center of gravity to provide really good stability and handling when you're driving on the road.
On the highway or in the skyway, the Transition uses the 100 horsepower Rotax 912S engine. This single engine powers either the propeller in the air or the wheels on the ground through a continuously variable transmission.
The control panels are designed to be intuitive and easy to use with touchscreen interfaces. There's also just one GPS navigation system that combines both your road maps and your aviation charts.
The Transition is fueled by super unleaded gas, which is cheaper and more environmentally friendly than aviation fuel. The Transition also provides a much safer option for pilots who risk flying in bad weather.
Should you be faced with adverse weather, you have a GPS on board, you find the closest airport, you safely land the vehicle, you fold up the wings, and you continue on in your trip.
The Transition has unprecedented safety features when compared to any other general aviation airplane. But if all else fails, the pilot can pull a handle which deploys a parachute and brings the whole airplane safely to the ground.
The Transition will open the skies to a whole new community of personal aviation enthusiasts.
The demand is huge. The Transition has been outselling 95% of the other light sport aircraft in the market today, which speaks volumes to the inherent problems that it's solving in general aviation.
The Transition has a lot of potential to make life a lot less stressful and a lot more fun.
The Transition is a game changer for pilots because now you're not just thinking about your trip as going from airport to airport, but going from your home to your final destination.
After a century of talk, the world is finally ready for a flying car.
Most of the stuff that's possible has already been done.
Here we go, the Kia Optima, the only sedan in its class with leather seats and 200 horsepower. $199 a month. The choice is yours. This or that. Aloha Kia. Do da dippity.
Hey, you ready yet? Dude, I forgot my towel. Don't worry, I got my assets covered. Dude, I'm sorry.
Wet-A-Cole seat covers. It's like having a wetsuit for your seats. They're waterproof, snag-proof, and stain-proof. Ask for the original by name. Wet-A-Cole.
Here we go, here we go! You can get with this, or you can get with that. The all-new Kia Soul, starting at $159 a month. Get with this, Aloha Kia. Do da dippity.
Well, he's back. Our favorite car guy, Bill, always seems to have opinion on everything automotive. So here he is with something we call a bunch of Maloney.
Well, it's that time again. Gas prices climb and all the fuel miser magicians come out of the woodwork. The Flim Flam Man and his wonder of the age, 60 miles per gallon for only $29.95. Next thing you know, we'll have the magic pill. You know that when you put your gas tank with a bucket of water and it makes gasoline. Here are some of the mystical and magical devices available to us in our never-ending quest to save money on fuel. Fuel Saver Pro will get you a 27% increase and save $10 per tank. The guys that make this thing charge $89 for it, plus $7 for shipping. Now that's probably what the piece of tin costs to produce, $7. Then there's the Fuel Genie. Gives you more of everything. It swirls the fuel, air mixture, and gives you instant horsepower and economy. It was developed by a couple of hot rodders in their backyard. It is nice to know that these Corvette mechanics are more knowledgeable than 2,500 General Motors college-trained engineers. The Tornado Fuel Saver claims increased fuel mileage up to 28% and horsepower increase to 13%. Another fuel air swirler gimmick, $70. Their ad says it was used successfully on a 1995 Chevy Cheyenne. Now Cheyenne was misspelled. Anyway, there was never a Chevy Cheyenne. This was popular years ago. Magic words, water injection. Sounds cool, doesn't it? Doesn't work. A bunch of years ago, a guy approached me with a device that attached to the carburetor called preheat. It was supposed to preheat the fuel, so when it went into the combustion chamber, it was set to really explode, big time. Beaucoup horsepower, 30 more horses, winner's circle, money, beautiful girls, trophies, headlines. I was in. So we put the preheat thing in my triple carbureted race car, and I was used to qualifying in the top 5, by the way. And, well, I qualified 53rd, dead last. And when the race started, other drivers were shaking their fist at me because I was going too slow. So much for fuel gizmos and power enhancers. No wonder I'm jaundiced. I'm Bill Maloney saying to you race fans, you just can't beat cubic inches and Texas money. See you next time.
Well, everyone, that's our show for this week. Thanks for allowing us to be your guide.
Join us next week right here on KHON2 for another great episode of your favorite car show.
Now don't forget, Ohana Road also airs Saturdays at 3 right here on KHON2. You can watch full episodes online at theautochannel.com or youtube.com. And for more information about Ohana Road, log on to ohanaroad.net or the official Facebook fan page.
Here's what's on next week's show.
On the next Ohana Road, we'll sit down with the multi-platinum recording artist Kid Rock as he talks about his love of cars.
And we'll head to Daytona Beach, Florida for some stock car racing as we find out just how NASCAR got started.
We'll also take a look at a $1 million competition to build a driverless vehicle.
All that and more, plus a bunch of Maloney. I'm Rachel Picaro.
And I'm Jordan Segundo. We'll see you next week on Ohana Road.
Go Airlines, official inter-island airline of Ohana Road. Jordan Segundo and Rachel Picaro's clothing for Ohana Road provided by the Blue Buddha, located at 1221 Kapiolani Boulevard.